1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I tried 10 cleansers and I'm here to share my thoughts. Hi guys, my name is Ifedayo and I'm a Nigerian beauty content creator based in the UK. Here on my YouTube channel, I share makeup reviews, skincare reviews, and some lifestyle content. So if you'd like to see more of that, please don't forget to subscribe. So let's get into it. So I really like cleansers and I run through cleansers quite a bit. I think for me, the cleansing experience is something that's not talked about often, like how you feel when you apply a cleanser and how a cleanser helps you feel, because cleansing is not really the most fun part of a skincare routine, you know, but like it can really change the way you feel about skincare in my opinion, like how your cleanser performs, how it forms up on your skin depending on what you like your cleanser to be like. I think cleansers are actually quite underrated, not necessarily in performance but more about the experience of cleansing. These cleansers I have been using for the past few months, so let's get into it. Firstly, before I start, I'll say that my skin type is combination. I'm a little oily in my T-zone, and skincare concerns are hyperpigmentation on this side of my face where I had a burn about a year ago, and sometimes hormonal breakout like the one I have on my forehead, and dehydration. So my skin gets fairly dehydrated, kind of self-inflicted sometimes, and sensitized, self-inflicted as well. So that's what kind of guide the kind of cleansers I like. Of course, like different skin types and different skin concerns will like different cleansers, and depending on how you want your cleansers to look or feel, you would like different cleansers. I like foaming gel cleansers. I like my cleansers to foam up well but not be stripping or drying on the skin, and that's what I look for in a cleanser. So with that being said, I'll start off with the first cleanser. The first cleanser I'll be talking about is the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser. This is a gentle face wash with a cream consistency that contains glycerin, hyaluronic acid, and ceramide. I think this cleanser is great for drier skin types or for combination skin types, but as a first cleanse, that's the cleanser you use to take out your makeup and or skincare sunscreen off your skin before going in with your second cleanse. I think this cleanser is a great cleanser for people with dry to normal skin types and for combination skin types, especially in the colder weather. Personally, I like to use this cleanser as either my only cleanser in the mornings, like especially now that it's cold, I just use it as a nice gentle cream cleanse on my skin and then do my skincare routine, or as my first cleanser when I come back from work in my nighttime routine. So I used to take out like my makeup, my sunscreen, and then go in with my gel cleansers for a more thorough cleanse. I think that is what this cleanser literally is. I think as an only cleanser, as the only cleanser you have, this would probably be best for dry to normal skin types, and I do not fall in that category. Yeah, I think this is also great after treatment, like after you've had skin treatment, when you want very minimal irritation to your skin or no irritation at all, and when your skin is quite sensitive. I'll give this a 6.5 because yeah, it's a good cleanser. It's just not for me. This costs £11.50 per 236 ml of products, which is a good price for a cleanser. So yeah. The second cleanser I'll be talking about is actually a very surprising one. This is the Wishful Get Clean 2% PHA and Sea Moss Gentle Foaming Cleanser. This is a cleanser from Wishful, and Wishful is one of the sister brands under Huda Beauty. This is a skincare brand, and this cleanser is a gel cleanser that foams in contact with water, which are my favorite kinds of cleanser. It contains glycerin, it contains gluconolactone. Gluconolactone is a polyhydroxy acid. So it's kind of a bigger form of the alpha hydroxy acid, and because the molecules are bigger, they do not penetrate the skin as easily, and that leads to less irritation. It also contains ceramide, salicylic acid as well, and amino acids. And I honestly think that this cleanser is underrated. The ingredient list packs a punch, and then as it's used as a cleanser is really good. It foams up really well but does not strip the skin. It has just the right balance of hydrating ingredients and exfoliating ingredient, so it does not feel harsh on the skin, and feels hydrating at the same time. I actually really like this cleanser. I think it's underrated, and I would give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. This costs £22 per 150 ml of products. I bought the 30 ml size, and I can say that is kind of an expensive cleanser. It is above £20 for a cleanser per 150 ml. Is heading towards expensive, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, I run out of cleansers so quick. But yeah, this is a good cleanser. I feel like Huda Beauty is not known a lot for its skincare, but this cleanser packs a punch. The third cleanser I'll be talking about is the E45 Face Foaming Cleanser for dry and sensitive skin. So this is a good old foaming cleanser that cleanses your skin without feeling stripped. Personally, I like my foaming cleansers to foam up quite nicely, and preferably be in a gel consistency and then foam up on contact with water or with my skin. This comes out in a more of a watery, already foaming kind of consistency, which I find that is not my favorite consistency for foaming cleansers, because one, I think that it spills around and quite easily, and if it spills around quite easily and you kind of get product wastage, I think they're a fairly cumbersome to use. I also think they're not as foaming as I would like personally for my foaming cleansers. I find that this does not take out makeup. This is a cleanser that I would use just in the morning as a morning cleanser. This is not a first cleanse kind of cleanser that I can take out makeup or sunscreen, or during the much warmer weather. I wouldn't go towards this. I would use this for the colder weather, when my skin is drier, probably more sensitive, and in the morning when I don't really have much grime to take out. I kind of feel like when I use this during summer, or when my skin is more oily, I feel like I can still feel a little bit of grime on my face, but then looking at it is for dry and sensitive skin, so I get that. So I don't feel like I get a thorough cleanse for my combination skin with this cleanser. I think people with sensitive and dry skin will enjoy this. Combination to oily skin, no, I don't think so. And I will give this a 5.5. It costs £10 per 150 ml of product, which is great, amazing price point, and you can easily get this available at most grocery stores, department stores around you. So this is Skin and Me. I know mine is quite busted up. So the first cleanser I'll be talking about, I've used quite a bit. This is wrong. The first cleanser I'm talking about is the Skin and Me Purifying and Prep Hydrating Cleanser. This is quite similar to the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser. It has a cream consistency, contains glycerin and isoamyl cocoate, which is an emollient. Glycerin is a humectant, as we know, and this is a cream cleanser with hydrating properties to kind of soothe your skin while cleansing it. I would use it similarly to how I would use my Cerave Hydrating Cleanser, as an only cleanse in the morning or as my first cleanse in the evening. This has a more emollient hydrating feel to it than the hydrating cleanser, and I would also use this cleanser when I have had skin treatments or when my skin is feeling sensitized. This costs 8.9 ml per 80 ml of product, which is also affordable, and I would give this a 7 out of 10. The next cleanser I'm talking about is the Cerave Hydrating Foaming Cleanser. Cerave obviously pulls their punch when it comes to cleansers. Like, they don't joke, they don't play around. They do not play around. And this is the Cerave Hydrating Foaming Cleanser. This is a foaming cleanser that has a nice oil consistency, like an oil-like consistency, but foams really well on contact with water, which was surprising for me, like seeing that change in consistency when it comes in contact with your face or when you apply water. Amazing. I think this is an amazing cleanser as a first cleanse to take out your makeup and sunscreen, and as a second cleanse to like cleanse your face all over again and get a more thorough cleanse. I think this is amazing for this. I think this is a great cleanser. Although it's recommended for normal to very dry skin, I think this is a great cleanser for all skin types, including oily skin types. It does not leave your skin feeling oily, tacky. It just leaves a nice, well cleansed but hydrated skin after you use it as your first and second cleanse. I love that it does not leave a residue. And in terms of the ingredients, it contains ceramides, it contains niacinamide, it contains glycerin and squalene, which are humectants. So it packs a bit of that hydrating punch, and I think it's a really, really good cleanser. I would give this cleanser a solid 9 out of 10. And in fact, I think I got this cleanser before this one, or this one before that one, and I ran out of this so quick. And that's one thing about me. When I like a cleanser, on days when I feel tired and I don't want to have to work hard with cleansers to like get out my makeup, the cleansers I gravitate towards the most are the ones I like the most. Like, I know, and I just use them because I know that I will not be bothered. And last night, once in the evenings, is to fight with a cleanser on some nights. So yeah, this is a good cleanser. Great. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. It costs £11 per 236 ml of product, which is also a good price point, and you can find it in most department stores, in Boots, depending on where you shop your skincare from. And for combination skin, I recommend. The sixth cleanser I'll be talking about is the Inkey Saliyclic acid cleanser. You guys know the drill already. If you don't know the drill, I'm gonna link my Inkey review of my favorite products from the Inkey here so you guys can watch it. But this is a salicylic acid cleanser that contains allantoin to soothe the skin. Also contains zinc, which helps to control excess oil. Contains glycerin as well, which is hydrating. It obviously contains salicylic acid, which you know is a beta hydroxy acid, and penetrates oily skin and helps with acne. You guys know what I feel about this sunscreen, this cleanser, but if you do not know, I absolutely love this cleanser. I think that this cleanser is a must-have if you have breakout at any point in time. You don't need to use it every day. You just need to have it somewhere so that when your skin just starts acting somehow, you just start with this. Just start with this. And honestly, if you want to like get more of this, the exfoliating properties, after you finish cleansing your face, just leave it on a bit and then rinse off. This is amazing for combination skin, for oily skin, for acne prone skin. I absolutely love this cleanser. I think it foams fairly well. It's great for breakouts, and I love this. I would give this a solid 9.5 out of 10. This costs £12 per 150 ml of product, and we were begging the Inkey that we need a maxi size, a super size of this cleanser, and they listen. So we now have a 300 ml size, which is not the one I have. It's a much bigger bottle, and that costs £18, which is even cheaper because it saves you like girl math, £6. Like, you just need to have it. And I mean, the time after opening is 6 months. So if you're using it, you will finish it in less than 6 months. So yeah, I think the super size is definitely worth the buy. The next cleanser I'm talking about is the Oodee Helloo Purifying Foaming Cleanser. This is similarly packaged to the E45 Cleanser, as you can see, and they have very similar consistency. So the light, watery cleansing water that you kind of rub into your palm and then becomes foaming, which I have mentioned already is not my favorite consistency for foaming cleansers. I think it's kind of cumbersome. I think there's product wastage, and I find that they do not foam as well as I would like. This contains hydrolyzed rice extract, amino acids, glycerin, niacinamide, and gluconolactone, which is an amazing ingredient list. I really wish it came in a gel consistency. I think I would have really enjoyed this cleanser if it came in a gel consistency, and that really is what makes this cleanser not a cleanser I would repurchase or reach out for, to be honest. Personally, for me, it is allergen neutral, which means that it's good for people who have really sensitive skin, which is good. While I appreciate that, I do not think that this cleanser is just a cleanser I would reach out for. So I would give this a 6 out of 10. Eighth cleanser I'll be talking about. Oh my god, I talked about this. I actually reviewed this cleanser on Instagram, but I don't think on Instagram I did not give a voiceover, so I don't think people understood what I was talking about. This cleanser, this is my favorite cleanser of 2023. I'm not joking. Like, this cleanser, I loved it so much that I reached for it every night until I finished it, and it was gifted to me. But when I finished it, I was like, when I'm done with all these cleansers, I am going to repurchase it. This is the Ordinary Glucoside Foaming Cleanser. I am so happy that the Ordinary has started putting their foot back into their formulations. Like, the Ordinary products I have tried of late, their new releases have been so good. This has been so good. The soothing and hydrating treatment that came out, the pink serum, also really good. And I'm like, bro, now you're coming for a wallet or something. This is a foaming gel cleanser that has a very minimal ingredients. I don't know how they did it, but this cleanser contains just glucosides. And it's a really nice foaming gel cleanser. I think that first of all, the consistency is really good. It's a really nice, aesthetically nice cleanser when you apply it on the skin. And I think that it foams up well and then cleanses well without being. It has a really nice consistency when you're using it as a cleanser on your skin. I don't know if it's the glucoside, but it just like kind of glides around really nicely while cleansing, because some cleansers glide around but not cleanse. But you're like, what are you doing? And glides around really nicely, and then you can feel it really cleansing. Honestly, for normal to combination skin types, I would totally recommend this cleanser, and I would give this cleanser a solid 10 out of 10. I absolutely love this cleanser. Like you can see, I cut it open, I scooped it out, and then I was like, there's nothing to scoop out. How dare you finish? I'm definitely going to repurchase this cleanser once I run out of all these cleansers, because it's quite a number of cleansers I already have. But I really, really like this cleanser. It's a really good cleanser, and to be honest, I was surprised because I was like, I didn't really like the ordinary cleansers that they have come out with, to be honest. And yeah, when I tried this one, I was really surprised, and it's a really good cleanser. No, really good cleanser. The last two cleansers I'm talking about are from a brand I just recently started trying out, and this brand is called Minimalist Skincare. I think this is an Indian skincare brand. They kind of have the kind of aesthetic of the Ordinary, if we're being honest. But it's different. It's different. I talked about this on my Instagram stories, and I was like, this is the Ordinary in terms of like brand values, if you get what I mean, in terms of aesthetics, like the white and black aesthetics. But in terms of formulations, I think they differ. I think that while the Ordinary tends to go towards single ingredients products, single though that's kind of changing a bit now, but like more of single ingredients. This is what this is for. This is for this and this. Like, you know, the Ordinary is quite one thing, one function, one product, one function, one product, one function kind of a thing. I think that these are much more well-rounded formulations. So they put together their exfoliants with their hydrating products, with their soothing products, with their barrier-friendly products. You know, kind of making a more holistic formulation in itself rather than buying one and the other, one and the other. So I think that in that they differ a lot from the Ordinary. I would say they differ a lot from the Ordinary in that respect. But in terms of like packaging, aesthetic, brand values, being transparent, I think I can see how they are similar. This is an Indian skincare brand, as I said earlier, and I'm going to be talking about last two cleansers I'm going to be talking about are both from them. So the first cleanser I'll be talking about is the Aquaporin Booster. So this is the Aquaporin 5% cleanser with hyaluronic acid, betaine, and wheat protein. I really like this as a second cleanser. When I want a more hydrating cleanser, when my skin is sensitive, my skin is going through it, or even as a daily cleanser when my skin is not going through anything, but I don't want to use a cleanser that contains an active. I think it's really, really hydrating. I think the ingredient list packs a punch, and it doesn't foam too much, but then when you use it, your skin has a nice hydrating feel on it. After using this, that does not feel like grime or oil or residual dirt on your skin. There's just a nice, it's not a film, it's a look and a feeling that you can see. It's not too obvious because it's just a cleanser, but there is just there that shows that you have used a good hydrating cleanser. It's a really good hydrating cleanser from my experience so far with it, and I've been enjoying this a lot, and I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. One thing I would like to mention about the Minimalist is that, guys, for cleansers, we need bigger sizes. This is 100ml bottles. But to be fair, this costs £4.50 for 100ml of product, and that is absolutely a good price point. Because if it was 200ml, we're looking like at £8 per 200ml or £9 per 200ml, which I think is absolutely fantastic. The price point is given, and I can see why it's selling out everywhere. This one is not selling out as much, and it's available on Sephora. But this one, I had to chase it down. So I'll talk about this one later. But I think this is a good hydrating cleanser for you to have on in your routine. Great for combination skin. They say it's great for dry to normal skin, but I also think it's good for combination skin as well. Cleanser, the last cleanser, which is also from Minimalist skincare that I'm talking about, is the salicylic acid and 2% LHA cleanser with oat extract, zinc, and allantoin. So this is their cleanser for oily and acne prone skin. I honestly think, before I talk about this, I honestly think this is going to be a great contender against the Inkey Salicylic acid cleanser. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this, I was like, they even look similar in packaging. I was like, okay, we see what you did there. But I think they have their differences. I'm going to probably do a proper review comparing the two cleansers. You guys know I love comparison videos. Like, I just think that they can be so useful when you're literally shopping and then someone has reviewed and then you look at it and they're like, both salicylic acid cleansers, both affordable. Which one should I buy? I think comparison videos can really, really help. And I find them very useful when I'm making purchases. So that's why I really like to do them. We'll go back to the Minimalist skincare. Foaming cleanser, foaming gel cleanser, just like the Aquaporin booster that foams in contact with water. It contains salicylic acid. It contains something called capoil, that's the LHA, the capoil salicylic acid, which is a gentler form of salicylic acid. So they say that it gives 2 levels of exfoliation because you have salicylic acid and then you have the LHA, which is a gentler form. This also contains zinc to help with excess sebum, contains allantoin, which is a soothing ingredient, contains glucoside, which is hydrating, also contains glycerin, which is a humectant. So I think this is a well-rounded term and I see why it has been selling out everywhere. In fact, on Amazon this costs £19 and it is actually about £5, £4.50. So yeah, people are really buying this. When I wanted to buy it on Sephora, it was sold out. I had to go buy it from Superdrug. But then I think the Minimalist kind of fulfills all their orders themselves. So both orders came together, packaged similarly, and were not shipped from the stores from which I bought it, from the website from which I bought it. Like, it wasn't shipped by Sephora. This was actually, the order was actually fulfilled by Minimalist. So this is a really good cleanser for combination to oily skin. Because the salicylic acid is really good for people who have oily and acne prone skin and combination skin, and then it has that balance of allantoin, glycerin, and glucoside, which makes it hydrating and soothing, and then zinc to control excess sebum. And that's one of the reasons that makes me think about it, because this contains zinc as well. I think this is a nice cleanser that packs a punch in terms of exfoliating functions. I think your skin does not feel stripped after using this cleanser, but your skin does look matte. You do know that you have used a little bit of, your skin does look matte after using this cleanser. That's one thing I should say. Like the cleansing experience, because it does cleanse out the skin well. It's a thorough cleanse. And if you're one of those people who likes more of, a little bit more of, when I cleanse my skin, I want my skin to feel cleansed. I don't want my skin to feel, some people don't like when the hydrating feel of cleansers. This one is the one for you probably, because it has more of a matte. You feel a little bit more, you look a little bit more matte when it's not tight. Your skin doesn't feel tight, or that feeling doesn't do that, but your skin does look matte after using this. Because of the solid ingredients list, the price point, this costs £4.50 per 100 ml of products. Minimalist, we need bigger sizes, thank you. But because of the ingredient list, the cleansing experience, and how well it is targeted towards combinations oily skin and acne prone skin, and I have combination skin, I'll give this a solid 8 out of 10. It's available on Superdrug, but you cannot buy it in store. You have to buy it on the Superdrug website. It's also available on the Sephora website as well. I don't think you can buy it anywhere in store yet in the UK. You can also buy on Amazon as well, but I tend to notice that the prices are a little. Those are my thoughts about the 10 cleansers I have tried over the past months. I have kept bottles for you guys. I think I probably cannot toss out some of these bottles because I kept them for the duration of this video, to get this video together. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about any of these cleansers, please leave a question in the comment section below. I hope you find this video helpful. If you have any skincare videos or reviews you'd like to see from me, please leave your comments and suggestions in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share to your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.